about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Tua. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Play action. Now it's Tua. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now
coverage bust is that?
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And for Josh Allen, that last pass puts him over 10,000 passing yards now in his young career. And you think about it, he came into the league in 2018, so he's trailing only Baker Mayfield from his class who got there sooner. Across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Allen.
Fuck me. I'm playing like shit right now. Fuck.
Antoine Winfield Jr. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Pilardi, on to punt. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That goes for a gain of 31.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. Off the option, it's Jones. Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, the tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. To the air, Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Allen off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On second down now, it's Henry, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Tua going to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. McKenzie now to return it. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 52 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 45 yards on the ground for him so far. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They set up the screen for Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. On play action, here's Tua. Binds, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jerry Hughes too strong as he's in for the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Escaping the pressure right. Rumbling past the 30, and he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. On 1st down, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Allen now on 1st down. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Now Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
From the gun, it's Allen. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. After the turnover, it's Tua. And right side, Henry's got it. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Second and 2. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if he wants to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Sliding out of the pocket. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. John Feliciano, the guard, the guilty party there. Here's Allen to throw it. Man open, here is Jones. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Throwing is Allen on third. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. The kick by Bass is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down. Now Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play,
I'm playing like absolute booty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Absolute booty hole.
Now it's Allen. Dancing to his left.
Ah! Da, 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 da. All right.
Finding Nelson
I love this game. I love this fucking game. Oh my god.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off.
This game is so trash. Holy shit. This game is so bad, bro. This game is so bad.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Again, they'll throw with Allen.
Fuck me. I fucking suck today, dude. Fuck. I have not figured out offense yet.
13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. They only punted twice in the win last week.
What is that blocking, O-line? What are you doing, O-line?
That'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now this will go for
About to fucking lose to a guy that just got shut out. Fucking Christ. Let's go back to bed.
They fake the handoff, now Tua.
What is that bullshit, bro?
It's caught inside the 25.
Literally, every time I call a man coverage, it gets beat for a touchdown. Like, what is going on?
67 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly to take the lead.
Tre'Davious White just gets blown by for a fucking touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. They will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Oh, fuck, my controller just died. Fuck me. Fuck me, dude.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking,
Yeah, it's been a weird fucking game, dude.
feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost.
My controller just died on that delay game. I appreciate you declining that.
Bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And only able
I'm
to
just
get
playing
2
like
yards
absolute
down to
butthole
the
right now.
30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I need to play some Madden more.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Jones has it. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Going deep for Diggs.
Fuck! I just lost the game. Fuck me.
The Bills drive stalls
Good
out on
GG, bro.
fourth down.
I can't believe I just fucking
Dolphins
lost.
get the football in great field position. They'll start out here with the option left. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain there.
Like I'm just running man. I don't know why I'm running fucking man. You can't run man in this fucking game. I don't get it.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He completes it to Henry.
Nice route.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams.
GG, bro. He whooped my ass.
Preston Williams from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability.
Good game plan. I need to figure out offense. I can't play offense so far. Yeah, I don't get how that happens. Like, it's just matchups, I guess. I don't know. I just don't have. I don't have an offensive scheme right now, so I'm just like fucking calling coach suggestions and can't make a decision. I'm just playing stupid.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision.
See, how come your man is so sticky? I don't get it. Like, I get blown by for a touchdown every time. Like, I know. I don't get it. Like, every time I call man, like, I get blown by for a touchdown. I don't get it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete.
Yeah, you got the 2 steps ahead, too. That helps.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. To throw, it's Allen. 16 yards.
It's a touchdown.
First down.
Let's go.
It's caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And the worst fears wouldn't realize as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the
Plus that doesn't help.
They have 3 timeouts.
So many times I got him in the backfield and it just doesn't work.
I think you have that full conversation.
He's too good, bro.
And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts.
I know.
We're not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Let's go. Let's go.
Incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Allen now on 1st down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Allen. A check down here to Jones. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Throwing is Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And some room to work. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences.
Give me that shit.
This is going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Flush to his right.
Wow.
The receiver here, complete. It's Parker. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Tua. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Tagovailoa.
Should have been picked.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here's Tua. He's got Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Tua to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
Nice play.
Here, that's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Being chased out left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And a little bit of a consolation prize there.
GG, bro. Yeah, good game, man.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that.
a final chance at the extra point. It's up and it's good, but it won't matter. The 7 is as close as they're going to get, and this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.